matter of fact, to look back and through it all, I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. A little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Kansas City. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here. To the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes now to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. but we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On play action, Allen. Out to his left. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Throwing now is Allen. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Allen. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Mahomes now on 1st down. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now Allen. On the shuffle pass, and it's complete. Touchdown, Bills. Nyheim Hines from a yard out. And the Bills are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Now they send a man in motion right. Allen will try to throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 21. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second and goal, Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match?
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the 36, Allen flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, 64 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Here's Bass now to send it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And he gets this up just shy of the 15. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. On the move past the 40. Down the left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. Allen steps away to his left. And it's caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, a 1-yard touchdown reception as his guys are able to extend their lead. They'll try and run it here. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it no matter the sport. They say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was Frank Clark that time who got in there to bring him down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the sack on first down, Allen. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Allen going to keep it again. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
56.
Allen gonna go on fourth down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 43 yards. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one for Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 71 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now it's Mahomes again. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Mahomes now on first down.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48. Now Mahomes.
Locates Hardman for another catch.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he'll take this up to about the 7- or 8-yard line.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Allen now on first down. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Trucks over it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air, Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. He completes it to the tight end Knox.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 34 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
try to throw for it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. See, we came up from the bottom, me and squad got it. And we made it through them problems, now it's God body. We eat, sleep, breathe this. Wave till they see sick. Do it right now.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as it... the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Right to the air is Rodgers. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. Uses the stiff arm. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous force on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Hey, tight. 56. Hey, tight.
From the 40 now on second down. Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Regular. Alert! Middle.
To throw, it's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Alert!
Allen going to go on fourth down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. Just go back out the next drive, and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Aaron Jones, not one of the bigger backs in the league, 5'9", 208, but he's definitely what you'd call a downhill runner, and he's able to shed the tacklers there for good yardage.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Diggs in motion left. Here's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And I'll tell you, the effort, sensational, but he may have come up a foot or so short of the line he needed. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And knocking that one free on the defensive side, Kaiir Elam. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball yet.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on fourth down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
To throw again on second down, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing is Allen on third. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Finding room in midfield. Loose inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, 67 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Here's Bass now to send it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's got room. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just toss your team some yardage.
Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To the air, Allen. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Rodgers now on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Allen will try again on 2nd down.
There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Allen to throw once more. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
26.
On 1st down, Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And after all that, they are set up in unbelievable field position. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
He's got a man complete. Trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 53 yards. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Robert Tonyan taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers get a bit closer.
88.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
From midfield, here's Allen.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this a very, very short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try.
Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 69 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for two. Allen will try to throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, Rodgers. Open man, here is Cobb. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from the 20. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. They'll look to throw. And this one is caught. So they come up with a 2-point conversion. And that makes this a 1-point game now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Second and 5 now. Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sides. And if you don't convert here.
Defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses. And this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Allen going to go on 4th down. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Knox. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, a 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. But Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. On play action, now Rodgers. Completes it left side to the tight end Lewis. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. That's complete to Cobb. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. From 17 yards out. And the Packers have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Now this, a very short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The slot man in motion right. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers cleaned it out left to Dobbs. And he's got some space here.
They're trying to tiptoe the pylon, but they're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. That was tremendous effort, especially after the catch. Breaking through tackles, fighting for extra yards.
So was that just great effort, or were there a lot of missed tackles?
Yeah, the defense did help. And the second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Packers have come back to make it a 2-point game.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
This is taken way up at the 25.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, so much for the worry about how they would be after losing their lead. What a big-time return to seize the momentum back.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Finds Hines again for the completion. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Allen. He'll check this down to Hines. And he'll be out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and it made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort, but instead he sets his guys up in X.
And Cook will get in for the Bills touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Bills answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Open man, this is Lewis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion. Back to throw. Rodgers.
Complete at the 1. And he will get in. The 2-point conversion is good. And we may be on our way to overtime. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. From the 6. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a...
He's got a man complete. Stephon Diggs. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're able to return this all the way up to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touch. And this is caught. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for 2 and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he's got it. It's caught. What a call with no time remaining. And with that 2 points, they win the game.